Good evening, I'm Harry Keeling, and on behalf of Alaska Public Media and the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation, welcome to Hangar Flying. Tonight we're going to welcome back Steve Wackowski, who was on last time. Steve has got an incredible resume and background with unmanned aerial systems. And last program he talked a little bit about some vehicles that were used in the military, small UASs, and some of the training that he got. Steve is a captain in the Air Force Reserve. Thank you for your service. And we're going to talk this evening a little bit about some civilian applications that he's been involved with unmanned aircraft. Welcome, Steve.
Thanks, Harry. Again, thank you for letting me be on your show. So, when in the realm of civilian applications for the UAS, as we all know from pick up any newspaper or online story, that there's going to be a revolution, a blossoming market for unmanned aerial systems in the civilian market. When I came home recently, a year and a half ago, I took a job with my company Tulagak, which is a joint venture with Fairweather Science and Aluna Corporation and Kaktovik and Upiat Corporation, which was designed to do unmanned remote sensing in the Arctic. So as we've seen the military blossom and bring these technologies to bear in war, we've seen a huge applicability to many missions or areas in Alaska where we think there may be some advantages to not having to put a person at risk.
Now, you were involved in a couple of pretty interesting projects. One of them was in Haiti after the disaster down there.
Yes, in 2012, I'm sorry, in 2010, after the Haiti earthquake, I was boots on the ground right after the second day, and we utilized imagery from unmanned aerial system. And in this case, I was actually on the ground on the receiving end of what we call intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance from a drone or a UAV. And we utilized some of this imagery from both manned and unmanned assets to assess damage, to find thoroughfares for humanitarian relief, and to find out, what bridge is knocked out, what isn't, and to really take a look at the infrastructure so we could find out how much devastation and where the aid was needed most in Haiti.
You know, it's interesting, Steve, that when you were on the program last time, you mentioned that you served on Senator Stevens' staff back in, I'm going to guess, 2007. You were talking, he was already looking ahead to the possible uses in disaster recovery.
He was, and he had a lot of foresight, and he was a big supporter of this technology. I served with the senator from 2005 to 2008, and he always took the long view, and he knew this technology could mean something special, especially for Alaska, where we all, we all know, we lose a lot of friends and loved ones to air accidents. So I think in that certain subset of that there is some missions where we could put just a robot at risk and not have to risk human life.
Well, it certainly applies up off the North Coast, doesn't it?
It does. One interesting more civilian application I did when I was at my last active duty assignment, I got chalked over to NASA Ames Research Center in San Jose. And NASA had gotten a hold of some old excess DRMO drones from the Marine Corps, and they wanted to take the cameras off of them, the full motion video cameras off, and put atmospheric sensors and fly these things into volcanoes. So my last active duty assignment was a lot of fun. I got to work with NASA engineers, train them how to operate these tactical UAS, write standard operating procedures for them, help them stand up their safety program, and then actually help them execute their mission, which was a lot of great fun.
Did you actually fly some down into the calderas, into some volcanoes?
So they flew about a dozen missions down in the calderas. They used everything from sulfuric SO2 sensors to sniffers, and they put glue tape on them to pick up particulates, and they flew them. Again, this is a perfect area, we call it dull, dirty, dangerous, where you wouldn't want to put a manned aircraft right into an active volcano zone. And they dipped it in right into the caldera and collected samples and came back out.
What vehicle were they using?
It was called the Dragon Eye, so it's the predecessor to the AeroVironment Raven.
Right. Steve, once again, we've run out of time, but it's fascinating your experience with UAS, and I want to get you on one more time, and I want you to talk a little bit about what you've done here in Alaska, because I think that in itself is record-breaking territory. So get you back on and share with our audience your experiences there.
Great, thanks, Harry.
Thanks for being on tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the second of 3 segments, and I really encourage you to tune in next time, because Steve's going to talk about the very first commercial use of UAS, and it happened right here, and in fact it's happening right here in Alaska. So tune in, and until next time, fly safe.